Hey everyone, Merry Christmas. Shishi, how are you? Okay, and can y'all hear me okay? I had to unplug my mic earlier and then redo it. Okay, thank you, Betty Joe. Just wanted to make sure. Elsie, how are you? Okay, so are y'all ready for Christmas? You are Betty. I bet Bubbles is, isn't she, Betty Joe? Okay, just on, if you're still in here, I just posted the link uh, for the membership through iPhone. Oh my God, y'all, I'm burning up here. All right. Okay, so we are going to talk about little Caleb Collins tonight, y'all. This case is weird. Really not weird. Frustrating, I should say. Avery, I am too, girl. I am so ready for Christmas to be over with. Betty Joe, it's like almost 60 degrees here. I am hot. Holy crap, 28. Jeez. It's no, Avery, almost 60. It's like high 50s right now. And I am burning up. Right, y'all, let me get a picture of little baby Caleb. Send some of that 32-degree weather here, Avery. Betty Joe, how are you?
Good.
Avery, how are you?
I come to your house.
I know, right?
Because of how warm it is. Hey, Scott, how are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be in the 70s every day here next week.
Well,
No.
Yes, it's gonna
yeah.
be. It's not going to be too hot, but it's not going to be too cold either.
Jaden, pack your bags. We're going to Auntie Scarlett's.
Okay.
Oh, I wish. Oh my gosh. No, it's 32 right now and still going down. It'll be in the 20s by 2 a.m.
I think it's going 21 here.
I don't know. I think we're done with the cold weather for like a week. Um, I'm over the hot weather. I'm literally burning up right now.
Well, I wish it was hot here.
All right. Well, I'll send some of my warm air to y'all.
Okay.
Just on, did you see the membership link that I posted? Oh, she might have missed it. Let me post it one more time.
Charlotte, you want to hear something funny?
What?
Oh, tell her what you were doing. Tell her. Tell her. Kid was in here putting his socks and shoes on.
Was he really?
He's ready for some warm weather.
Oh my God, that is
Now
so
he's
funny.
mad.
You have to be ashamed, Avery.
You want to open? Okay.
See, just for that, you should let him open a gift.
I've heard him say something about I'm getting my socks on, and I was like, wait, hold on, what?
You should be ashamed. Okay, what am I? Oh, I'm doing this bigger where everybody can see it. Yeah, this case. Oh my God. Okay, just on. You're very welcome.
This case has been driving me absolutely bonkers. It's been like in my mind so much that I've been actually having dreams about it.
Like when I checked today, there's nothing new. I think the last thing was 3 days ago. Hey, Madam Mom.
When they were searching the house?
Well, they came out with a little bit more information since then. Just basically talking about the grandfather who was arrested and stuff like that. But really, there's nothing new. Like you would think that they would come out with something else, to let the public know.
I seen an article or a video, and I can't remember. Well, it just came on the internet today, but I can't remember when it was actually put out. And the police said that they do have information and they do believe that he is deceased, but
Oh wow.
they're balancing out what they can tell the media versus protecting the integrity of the case.
Wow. Okay, well, let me go over the basics of the case real quick, just for those who hasn't heard about it. So this is Kahleb Rowan Collins. He's 1 year old. His mom, Pam, dad, Stephen Bradley Collins, but everybody calls him Brad. Some people call him Stephen. His sister, Riley, and his grandfather, John Bailey, all live in Alabama, in Fayette County, Alabama. He also has family here in Louisiana, in Columbia, Louisiana.
Yep.
Well, they're all actually from Louisiana.
Right. Just some of them are living
For some reason, they moved to Alabama, and although the family in Louisiana says they don't even know why or what their reason was for moving here.
And it seems like they didn't even know about him being last seen in September, but I'll get to that part in a second. Okay, so apparently nobody knew about the baby missing or last being seen September the 4th of this year. On December the 8th, Kahleb's parents, Brad and Wendy, also known as Pam, and his sister Riley were in a car accident. It was said that the dad was going like 92 miles an hour. The road was wet. He was going around a curve, lost control of the vehicle, hit a tree. Riley, who was 2, she was pronounced deceased on the scene. The dad and the mom were both taken to the hospital. Dad died the next day at the hospital. The mom was in a coma. From what I have read on one of the Facebook groups, someone said that she has regained consciousness. I don't know if that is true or not, but that is what has been said. When the family in Louisiana was notified about the accident, Pam's mom says, "What about my grandson?" Police had no idea about Kahleb.
Nope.
didn't know that they had another child. I'm probably they thought, oh shit, did he get thrown out of the vehicle during the accident and we just didn't see him? Because the dad was ejected, the mom was partially ejected from the vehicle. The pictures of the vehicle after the wreck are
Horrible.
yeah. I was trying to think of like a word to describe it, but horrible would be
Well,
good
you
enough.
can't even. It's so bad you can't even tell that it was a Toyota Tacoma.
No.
Nope.
Like you can't even. I mean, you know it's a vehicle, but that's just how bad it is.
Yeah, it was. And I read the in one of the articles they were talking about the when they I guess reconstructed the accident or whatever it is that they do, and they were talking about how it hit on one side at the back door of the truck and hit it so hard that it flipped the truck around and hit it on the other side
Yeah, yeah.
and basically wrapped the truck around a tree.
Well, somebody said he was going over 100 miles an hour.
They did the oh, what is the thing called? Hold on, because I wrote it down the other day, where they got the data from the truck
Yeah.
and
He was
said that
doing
going
92.
yeah, he was going 92 miles an hour, and that he was oh, what was the word? Hold on, I wrote it down so I would know because I didn't want
Rage driving.
to. Well, they said that he wasn't operating the vehicle correctly or carefully or something like that. I had wrote it all down just because I didn't want to miss quote
Yeah.
what.
And they said he didn't brake. He never braked either.
Wow.
Yeah, 'cause
The-
there was no skid marks, no nothing.
Hey, Manda Monsters, how are you? Um, None of them were wearing seatbelts. Even little Riley in the back seat was not even in a car seat. She was not in a seatbelt. Nothing. So when law enforcement calls the family here in Louisiana and tells them about the accident, and they ask about where baby Kahleb is, I mean, that would have been my first thought. Did he get through out of the vehicle? We didn't. We just didn't see him. Um, so that was on so the wreck happened December the 8th. They find out about baby Kahleb on December the 9th. The grandfather, John Bailey, who is Pam's dad, lived in the house with Pam, Brad, and Riley and baby Kahleb. Y'all, there's so many names I have to try to keep up with them because they use first and middle names with
Right.
them. So they go talk to the grandfather. The grandfather had custody of the baby. The grandfather says, "Oh, he hasn't been seen since like September the 4th."
You got custody of him. How you not know where he's at?
Well, he is saying that the baby is with a family friend. But apparently he hasn't said who this family friend is. But now, and I will say this because I know that this is going to be a question that's going to be brought up. The family in Louisiana, I don't know what their relationship is with Pam, Brad, and the grandfather while they're in Alabama. I don't know how often they talk to them, how often they see them. Okay, so you do.
Yeah, I've been messaging with them. Remember I screenshot you showing you?
Yeah, I didn't know if they.
Them.
Okay, I didn't know if any of them had answered you back. So did they talk to them on a regular basis?
No. So the sister, Pam's sister, didn't talk to Pam because she said Pam had done something to their father, which is the grandfather who's in jail now.
Right.
Was doing something. So they were estranged. They were all estranged, but they didn't. But the grandmother, the one who reported Kahleb missing, she did know that Pam was saving money to leave Brad because of domestic violence.
Okay.
And planning to come back to Louisiana.
Okay, because I did also see that on one of the groups where somebody said that she was allegedly saving money up to leaving or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so that could be the reason why the family here in Louisiana did not know that he was last seen September the 4th of
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to put that out there because you know how people are on social media and
they did tell me that the grandfather is not cooperating with the police, which it says in the news articles they don't know if he's cooperating or not with the police.
mm-hmm.
But the family told me that he's not cooperating, that he's changed his story 3 times. First he said Kahleb was staying with a family member.
Mm-hmm.
Then he said Kahleb was staying with a friend. Then he said he just doesn't know where Kahleb is.
Yeah, on the news they said he wasn't cooperating either.
Well, I mean, it's a very sad situation because you have a family here that has lost a brother, a son, a granddaughter, and their grandson and nephew are missing.
Yeah.
While the mom of baby Kahleb is still in the hospital and the last I had seen listed in critical condition.
Yeah, so she's still in a coma, and they said that she had blinked her eyes a few times about a week ago. I believe it was almost a week ago, 5 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when people started saying that she had come out of the coma, but that was the most she did. And they keep running tests on her brain, but they're still not seeing any significant brain activity.
Oh wow! Because if anybody's going to know where the kid is, it's going to be her, I think, or the dad, or the grandfather, I should say. But yes, the grandfather, John Bailey, he has been arrested. He is charged with not reporting a child missing. And thank you, Avery, for sending me that complaint earlier.
Yeah, he has a second charge too.
Oh, really?
Yes, and but I can't. Alabama is really weird about public records.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get into, like, if my sister was awake, she could log into, it's called Alicourt, and get the records, but you have to be an attorney or, to get in there to see. They're very weird about public records here. But he does have a second charge. It's been listed in the news. And it's something about like endangerment of the child or something of that nature. Something to do with abuse. But I can't remember the exact charge.
Oh, wow. Okay. We'll have to see if we can find all that. But on his missing child alert, his name is Kahleb Collins. He was they have missing 9/4/2024. That is the date that they are given that he was last seen. Don't know who the last person is who saw him. If it was a grandpa, if it was the parents. Mana Monsters, you're very welcome. Who it was? If it was, what is it y'all call it out there, Avery? The people that the child welfare people.
Oh, DHR.
Yes. Don't know if it was who it was. If it was them or police, whoever. Don't know it because I have not seen that yet.
It had to have been DHR because the neighbors have been coming on the news, mostly on TikTok. And they've been saying that since they moved into that house in Alabama in August, they've never seen Kahleb.
Yeah, because I did see that there was neighbors saying that they didn't even know that the couple had a second child.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
so it has to be. I mean, surely they're not taking the grandfather's word of September 4th. And I do know DHR was involved because they said that they could not comment on an ongoing
right
open DHR case.
Well, that picture that I sent to you the other day, I got that off of one of the parents' Facebook pages. It
Mhm.
looks like the baby has a black eye.
Well, I just sent it to you back on Discord. It's blown up. Look at his forehead.
Oh, yes, I saw that too. Where it's all red and then the mark on his cheek. I saw
There's
that.
it's like a big goose egg on his forehead, like
Hmm.
literally the size of an egg. And
Yeah.
it's you can tell it's an old bruise because it's yellowed and oranged, you know?
Hmm.
But that's a very, very, very big knot to be on that baby's forehead. And then if you figure it's got to be at least like 5 to 7 days old for the bruising to have yellowed, and it's still that big on his head, that had to have been a very hard fall. And then
You know,
also the side of his nose is cut, and he's got a black eye.
yeah, you can see the black eye really good, and I don't want to show
Poor,
that picture on here just
it's
because
awful. Yeah,
it's really bad. It's of a child with injuries, visible injuries on him. So I won't be showing
yeah.
that. I don't think I put it in my Discord. I don't think. I'll have to go back and look. But anyway, so he is a year old. He has
Hmm.
blonde hair, blue eyes. He's 2 foot 6 inches tall, weighs 35 pounds, missing from Winfield, Louisiana. Now,
Whatever.
wait, what is it?
You said Winfield, Louisiana.
Shit, Winfield, Alabama, because there's a Winfield, Louisiana too. And every time I was writing my notes down earlier today, I would write down Winfield and I'd want to put Louisiana behind it.
Well, every time I would search the court records for Fayetteville County, I kept pulling up Georgia. So apparently there's a Fayetteville County here and in Georgia. I was
We
getting all messed up,
Shit,
we have Fayetteville.
my bad, y'all. It's Winfield, Alabama.
which
Okay.
is strange because they're not native of Alabama. You know, it's like they just picked this random place to move to in August.
I'm curious to know why. Like,
That's yeah.
were they running from something in Louisiana?
Well, the grandfather had a lot of different charges
In
in
Louisiana?
Louisiana. Yeah,
Oh,
I sent them to you.
wait, you did?
Hmm.
Where'd you send them to me at?
In your Discord messenger. I'll send them again. And and this is just a couple of them.
How did I miss them? Okay, send it to me again.
Okay. I just resent it, but that's just
Uh,
a couple. His
oh, yes. Okay.
his arrest record is I don't know how he got guardianship of the children because his arrest record is crazy long. I can't find an arrest record for the dad for Brad Collins,
Hmm.
but the family said he had a lot of DV charges.
Wow.
But I can't pull them up.
I'll have to see what I can find. But yeah, with the charges that I just saw from like 2013 and 2018, the grandfather should have never had custody of the baby.
Mm-mm.
And when I was looking through, um, I looked through several of the family members'
Hmm.
Facebook pages, but I'm not going to bring up any of the family members' names or anything like that, other than Caleb's mom and dad. But I did look through their Facebook pages, and I didn't. They're like, where's pictures of the baby at?
I've only been able to find 4 pictures total of the baby.
The one of him on the little toy, and the dad's pushing him with the one that
Hmm.
he has, what looks like the black eye.
Hmm.
That I believe was on. It was on one of their. It was their Facebook cover
Hmm.
photo,
Hmm.
and that was the only one that I saw of him.
I've got a couple more. I've got one of him and Riley sitting side by side in a recliner, and then I've got another one of him. I'll find them and send them to you.
Okay.
But that's only 4 that I could find.
Okay. Now, they're saying that he was last seen September the 4th. But the dad, let me grab, where's the screenshot at? Okay, so the dad posted this on his Facebook. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. On November the 6th of this year. This says, our son is not doing well. He is not growing and has major back issues. His organs are growing, but not his body. He has to have surgery at some point. Keep him in your prayers. Been rough and just seems to be going a long, rough, tough road ahead of us. Going to be a long, tough, rough, tough road ahead of us. So,
and people are tearing. I mean, he's deceased now, but people are tearing his butt apart in those comments.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're like on some of the stuff on the mom's Facebook.
Yeah.
They're like, "Where's your son?" And people are like, "She can't answer you back. She's in a coma." You know, but if he was allegedly last seen September the 4th, why is he posting about him on November the 6th?
Right.
Like, did he know where he was at and they were going and seeing him or whatever, or talking to whoever has him, and that is how he has it? Like, this, it's the dates are not making any sense.
No, they're not.
Yeah, and I asked my ex-husband about that because I'd never heard of anything like that, about organs growing but the body not growing. And he said that, like, usually, like, they call it failure to thrive, but usually that's the body isn't growing also, like, not just the organs. And so he said there's something strange about it. It doesn't sound quite accurate.
Okay.
So maybe it was one organ, maybe his heart was too big or something like that. But just to say his organs are growing but his body isn't is just something he'd never heard of.
I have a thought about the post.
I think I know where you're going.
Kind of like, I have to watch my words with this, because I mean, the man is deceased. Okay, so
Okay.
you know what I'm saying. But did he make this post
The cover.
to make it like baby Kahleb, like they still have him, see him, talk to him, hold him, when they actually didn't, but use this post to get money?
Probably.
Yeah, they had a GoFundMe, and it was no money ever came into it. Now the family has another GoFundMe for Riley's funeral and Brad's funeral, but that's different. But if that criminal complaint that I sent you, if you read the last couple lines, those lines are very, very telling that the police know that something very serious happened to this child.
Yeah, because I saw one line in here that did not make any sense to me. Like, I'm wanting to know who took this child out of the house. Okay, let me get this pulled up. Hold on,
They all played a part in it.
Okay, can y'all see that?
Well, I can't, but I'm blind.
Well, it's kind of blurry for me, but I don't want to zoom in on it too much where I can't read it.
Yeah.
But it be okay. So this is for John Bailey, the grandfather of baby Kahleb. All right, so it says, before me, the undersigned authority personally appeared. This day, the undersigned complainant, who, upon first being duly sworn, states on oath that he has probable cause for believing and does believe that John Bailey, the defendant, whose name is otherwise unknown to the complainant, did prior to the commencement of this action on or about September the 10th, 2024, 12 p.m., commit the offense of failure to report a missing child. Now, see, here they have September the 10th.
That's what I'm saying. They know something. They know something.
Yeah, but it was September the 4th.
Yeah, they would have had September the 4th on here. So did it happen on September the 4th or did it happen September the 10th?
Well, that's why I'm thinking he was probably last seen September 4th by DHR, but they know something happened September 10th. They must have some kind of evidence or something to be so specific, especially with those last two lines of the report. Oof, it gives me chills.
Yeah. Okay, so the bottom of it says, and this is for the county of Fayette in Alabama, it says, failed to report missing child on or about December 2024. John Bailey, a child's custodian who is subject to the duty imposed by the Act, failed to report a missing child by delaying to make or failing to cause to be made the report with willful and reckless disregard for the safety of the child, and the child suffered serious bodily harm or death. Physical injuries to the child, and the child was removed from the home and taken to an unknown location, and no report was made by any resident of the home in violation of Section 13A-13-008 of the Code of Alabama. Who took the child out of the home?
So I think what they're saying, I think that the grandfather told them that serious injuries happened to the child and that they removed the child from the home, and that's when he said, that Kahleb was staying with a family member, then that Kahleb was staying with a friend, and then now nothing and not cooperating. So somehow the police know they know more.
Yeah.
They're not even doing searches for him. Aside from digging up the yard at the house to see if he was buried in the yard, they're not even doing searches for him. So that tells me that they definitely don't think he's alive.
No, because they did search the house. They searched the entire property. They searched with dogs,
Mm-hmm.
and they haven't found him.
But I mean, they haven't had any like like when a child goes missing, like Elijah View, they had law enforcement out doing search grids, searching areas, searching landfills, searching, community searches. They've had no searches for
None of
this
this.
child at all. Zero.
Wow. That is, why though? Like, there's got to be something, which I understand that they can't put out to the public.
And I'm wondering if something didn't happen to Kahleb in Louisiana, and that's the whole reason why they came here in Alabama in August.
To try to get away from CPS here, maybe?
That's what I'm wondering, because the neighbors and everybody says that they used to see them all the time and never seen a baby, never seen Kahleb. And he would have been walking because he's 20 months old. They never seen him.
Okay, Manda Monster said, I heard that the mom worked at a landfill. I have not seen that for myself. The only person that I've seen out of the mom, dad, and the grandfather that had a job was the dad. Was it a roofing company?
Yeah, I read. I read that, and I read what Mind of Monsters wrote too about her working at a landfill.
Okay.
But that's not. I didn't read it from law enforcement. I read it like it was, you know, it's not confirmed. It was just
Right.
something that people wrote.
Yeah, see, I joined 3 different Facebook groups. Like you have to take what they put on there with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Um, but I hadn't got to go through all 3 of those Facebook groups thoroughly. I did. Was it yesterday? Me and you were talking about the family members in the Facebook and the mom having a
Hmm.
different Facebook. Okay, so
Yeah.
that is when I was going through like the different family members' Facebooks because I was trying to find a picture of this baby,
Yeah.
and the only child out of the 2 that I could find pictures of was of little Riley. You know, from
Right.
the time that she was like a newborn up
Yeah.
until she passed away. Um, there's
And it's really weird because so Brad, I won't say her name, but Brad is actually still married, and
oh to the other
his
woman.
yeah, his
Yeah,
estranged wife has been making comments on his post
I
for
saw.
about 7,
Uh,
8 months, and
yeah,
even longer. And she's been saying things
yeah.
like,
I saw one of the posts that she made, and I'm like you. I'm
it's
not going to mention her
weird.
name just because I'm not going to say she has anything to do with this. Um,
But it seems like she's alluding to knowing something.
yeah, the one post that I seen is very weird.
The one where she said, "Don't piss off the one who knows where the bodies are buried."
Uh huh.
And then there was another one where he was saying about how much he loves Caleb, and she commented and she said, "It's something about losing the one that you love or something like that," and that's way before he disappeared. It's very weird, very weird.
Yeah, it's.
I'm sure police have talked to her.
Oh, yeah, making comments like that, I would assume that they have, especially being that this was just in April that she made the one comment
Yeah,
about knowing where stuff was buried at or whatever.
it gave me chills seeing that.
But that could be just a feud going on between a husband and a wife that are now separated. He is with Caleb's mom. He has
Yeah,
2 kids with her. Well, Riley was only 2 when she passed away. Baby
yeah,
Caleb is a year old. Um, so that could be an ongoing feud that's between the 2 of them and may not amount to anything. It's just that those comments were made.
hmm,
Then, they leave Louisiana, they go to Alabama.
hmm,
He goes missing allegedly in September, and then they have a wreck in December, and
hmm.
the dad and little Riley pass away. Okay, so wait, dad had charges in Louisiana. From what I heard, he was running from the charge, and that's why they moved. Okay, so that's what Mind of Monsters is saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to look him up.
Yeah, that would make sense because it's very weird that they would just pick a random place in Alabama, you know.
They literally just went right across the Alabama state line from Mississippi.
And then they got here in August. The very next month is the last time
He
that
was
Caleb
seen.
is seen. And if it wouldn't have been for this accident, how much more time would have went by before anybody knew that this baby is missing?
I don't
And
know.
there were witnesses that said that Brad was rage driving. Um, I just, I just want to know where this baby is. By the way, are you the anonymous commenter in the group from
No, no,
Louisiana?
I swear to God, no, I'm not. I saw it tonight, and
Like,
no, it is not me.
I was like, that's got to be Scarlett.
No, if it would have been me, I would have left my name on there. I wouldn't have posted anonymously.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I saw it literally 17 minutes after it was posted, and I thought, oh shit, people are gonna think it was me, but no, it really wasn't. But I
So
mean, they're
there were,
saying I'm from Louisiana. We want to know where this baby is, where he's at. Like
yeah.
people here want to know as well.
So there was another Facebook group, and me, Vapor, and King, we were all over that thing. And I mean, it had a lot of information, pictures of Caleb. It had a lot of information, and they took it down. It's gone. And I said, dang it, I wish I would have been screenshotting because the whole entire thing is gone. It was called discussion about missing Caleb Collins. And that whole entire group, it had 21,000 people in it. The whole thing is gone.
Damn. What is today's day? Oh, it's 23rd. Okay. Now the grandfather, they do have him on $100,000 bond as well.
Yeah, I know he has a second charge. I got to look and see what it is.
Okay, so let me screenshot this just so I don't have to pull the Facebook page up.
And his attorney, the grandfather's attorney, gave a statement and said that they were in the process of trying to subpoena DHR records and incident phone calls or something. I think it was like police phone calls
Mm-hmm.
to, I guess, to help clear the grandfather. That's the statement that the grandfather's attorney made.
Okay, wait, say that again. I was reading something.
The grandfather's attorney released a statement, said that they were in the process of trying to subpoena DHR records and
Yes.
incident reports that had been made to the house.
Yes, I did see that, but wasn't it said that they would remain sealed, which obviously because of it being a minor.
Mhm.
But there was something else that was because I remember seeing that part that they were trying to get access to the DNR records.
Yeah. So it's like the grandpa's defense is going to be that he didn't do this he didn't hurt the child. He's trying to get those records to prove that Brad hurt the child.
Well,
Is what I'm guessing.
I think he needs to just cooperate with him.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, but you're living in if you have custody of that child, you're living in the same house as them.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
You're not supposed to be doing that.
No, prime example, Quentin.
Yeah. So, Leilani, Simon.
Yeah.
The state failed that baby.
Yeah. But see, since they just got here in August, I'm thinking that these DHR records or CPS records, I bet they're mostly in Louisiana. Because if they just got here in August and he went missing in September, I can't imagine there being a whole lot of
August.
It was in the news that they moved here in August. Well, it didn't say they moved to Alabama in August, but they moved into that house that they were living in August.
Right. So they could have been in Alabama for God only knows
for
how.
a little while longer.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, you got custody of that child, and you're living in a house of the father that abuses.
Mm-hmm.
So why didn't did he have custody of Riley too, or just?
Yeah, he did. He was the guardian of both kids.
Wow.
Because the only thing they said on the news that he had custody of Caleb. They never said anything about Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I've seen is that about Caleb. But that could be because Caleb is missing. And there really hasn't been a whole lot put out because of Riley passing away. Now, if she wouldn't have passed away, and then they would have, and he did have custody, they probably would have said, okay, like he has custody of both Kahleb and his sister when Kahleb went missing.
I mean, this is a whole gigantic thing. Who in the hell does 92 miles an hour rage driving with their 2-year-old in the back seat with no seatbelt, no car seat?
That's what's heartbreaking. Is that little girl was not even.
I think he was intentionally trying to kill all of them.
I mean,
he never braked. He never hit the brake.
I don't know whether he broke or not because it was raining. The roads were wet.
Yeah, they said that the roads were wet.
There won't be no skid marks because the roads are wet.
No, but they pulled the data. The
they did do that too.
From the truck, he never hit the brakes.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think he intentionally wanted to do it.
And didn't even have that little girl. Y'all, she wasn't even in a seatbelt. She should have been in a car seat.
Yeah.
But she wasn't even in a seatbelt.
There was something, he has, in my opinion, he did something to Kahleb, and the only way out was to do what he did.
Wow.
And the grandfather probably knows, and now he's sitting in jail.
I mean, at this point, he might as well just tell them because they brought little Riley, they brought her body from Alabama to Louisiana, and she was buried here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if the grandfather knows, he just needs to tell where the baby's at, if he's alive or deceased, either way. That way the family can lay him to rest as well if he's no longer with us.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think he's waiting to see if Cam is going to wake up and see what her story is going to be.
She might not even know what happened.
Yeah, it doesn't seem from what those people told me. It doesn't seem like she's. I think she has too much brain damage. I think she's.
Yeah.
I
She'll
think
probably never be able to tell.
Yeah, I think it's going to come to.
She ain't gonna know what happened.
No.
Yeah.
If she's still in a coma, I mean, they could have medically induced it because of her injuries. Because she was hanging out of the windshield.
Yeah, she was partially ejected and he was ejected. So, and now I did read that it was medically induced, but I don't know that to be facts.
Yeah, I read that too.
It could possibly well be that it is because of her injuries.
Right.
Yeah.
When you have brain injuries like that, they will medically induce.
Yeah.
Yes.
To give your brain rest.
Right. Yeah. It's possible she won't know nothing.
I don't think she's gonna come through.
You never know.
I don't know. If she does come through, she's probably going to be severely messed up.
Yeah.
She's not gonna. I don't think she's gonna remember anything about that accident or anything about them kids.
Anything about Kahleb. Nothing like that, which is sad.
It is sad.
I just want to know where he is.
Right. So Manda Monster says, reunification, in my opinion, is not a good plan for these kids. How many times have we seen them have to be buried or still sharing missing flowers for?
Right.
Exactly. I mean, Quentin Simon, like we know what happened to him, but still someone else had custody of him other than his parents, but he still lived in a household with the parent.
Yep.
And look what happened. You got Harmony Montgomery. The system completely failed that little girl. And still to this day, her remains have not been found. You got baby Kahleb. I'm pretty sure there's some other ones that I'm not even thinking of right now.
Yeah. You just, I'm sorry, in every state, CPS has failed all these kids.
Yeah. Okay, the data that they took from the truck is called a crash data retrieval, or CDR.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yes. And so it said it was done on the truck, and it was confirmed that the vehicle was being operated aggressively when it crashed.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I think he intentionally was driving so fast, and that Ben come up on him, and he just let it go.
Yeah.
Wow. And didn't even like I can't y'all. I get irritated as hell when I see a child not in a car seat. Like it just irritates the crap out of me.
Yeah,
And
because you gotta put your baby in a car seat. You got to.
yes.
I
But
mean,
there will be people that will be driving with them sitting in their laps.
no.
And I'm just
Now,
like,
now,
why?
when I went and had my eye surgery done, and the baby had got car sick,
Hmm.
I had put her in my lap. But it was only a short distance. It wasn't, you
But
know.
you probably had a seatbelt on too, as well, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly. These people just had 92 miles an hour down
yeah. We weren't doing 92 miles an hour either. So
it was a blacktop road, but it was just literally in the middle of nowhere in the woods, going through there, and woods on both sides of the road. 92 miles an
yeah,
hour with a 2-year old out of the car seat and out of the seatbelt. Like none of them had seatbelts on.
yeah. No, no. If we go somewhere, she's in her car seat, strapped in.
I
I mean,
wouldn't even do 92 miles per hour alone
No,
on these back roads.
oh God, no.
These
no.
country back roads, you can't.
You
You
can't
you
on
can't
Mm-mm.
any
even
country back road. You can't.
in Louisiana, you do good to hit 55 because the
Mm-hmm.
roads are so bad here. I don't know how they are in Alabama.
So very twisty,
That's where
narrow.
we have them too, like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where drunk people made them roads.
It's just I don't know. I can't fathom the fact that the baby was not in a car seat.
And I
No.
just keep thinking about how scared that little girl must have been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Going
we don't
that
know
fast.
if they were fighting. They could have been
Yeah.
fighting. They could have been
Hmm.
screaming and hollering at each other. That could have been the reason why he was going that fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hate to say this. He could have been on something. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't know. And I'm not
Nobody
Uh,
saying
knows.
that he was or he wasn't because we don't
yeah.
know, but it is a possibility. This little girl, if they're screaming and hollering at each other because they're fighting, this baby sitting in the back seat, scared to death, going
Mm-hmm.
this fast on this back road that, it wasn't from what I looked at on Google Maps, real curvy, but still
Curvy enough.
right. It's still the fact that it's raining, 92 miles an hour, a 2-year old not restrained.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. It's very sad.
Yeah.
It,
But
it's
that
just
grandfather, the family deserves answers. The grandfather needs to just speak up.
Yeah.
he does. If he knows anything about where this baby possibly could be, whether he is still alive and safe and being well taken care of, or he is deceased, he needs
Hmm.
to just come out with it. Whether the dad is deceased, the mom is still in the hospital, whatever. The
Yeah.
family here in Louisiana are wanting to know where little Caleb is.
Well, I feel like if somebody really was watching him, they would have come forward by now. Just it's been all over the news.
What makes you think that he's no longer with us?
I mean, that's what the police said. That came straight from their mouths that they don't think he's alive. And that's just,
Well, okay. So here is a post on Facebook where you was talking about that the grandfather's attorney has filed subpoenas for records of all calls of service to the house from the sheriff's office since January of this year. So why since January if they just moved there in August?
And then they
yeah,
must have been there before August.
yeah,
Okay, so the attorney has also requested all investigative files and reports for the family related to an investigation initiated in 2024. That investigation is for possible child abuse and or neglect. Let me see what this is. Where
yeah.
does this take me?
I mean, who's to say the grandfather wasn't doing it too?
I mean, he's
And
got
trying,
charges
Yeah,
in Louisiana for DV.
yeah.
looking
So
at yeah,
So,
his record doesn't look good at all.
understand how they get custody of these kids
Mm,
when their record, you already got a record of that.
yeah, and
because
see,
they're not. Go ahead, Avery.
unfortunately, here in Alabama, we have a shortage of foster homes.
Hmm.
Mhm. And so, like, I'm telling you, I see it all the time just for my county alone, where they are literally posting ads saying, "We are in need of foster parents. Please come apply," because they have no place to put these kids.
It's
Well, all
sad.
the damn money they waste, build something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull this article up because this is the person who posted that in Facebook left the link to this article. I'm gonna pull it up. It has the picture of the tree that they hit. This
Yep.
is that's how bad the wreck was
Yeah.
to tear the tree up like that and
You
didn't
should
have.
show the picture of the truck. It's unreal.
I would have to go. Do I have the pictures of the truck? Let me see. Hold on. I don't think I screenshotted any of them. I don't think.
It's unbelievable. It's just not even recognizable.
Okay, no, I'll have to go
The truck
screenshot them.
bed, the bed of the truck is separated from the
From the
cab.
yeah, it's not even on the frame.
No, it's not.
It's that bad. Okay, so this article was is telling a little bit more about what Avery was talking about them, uh, the attorney doing the subpoenas. But it
Yeah.
says Fayette County law enforcement returned to the home of one-year-old Caleb Collins Thursday afternoon, spending hours searching the surrounding property, canvassing the area with dogs. And this article came out December the 19th. An emergency missing child alert issued Tuesday remains active for Caleb, but the Alabama law enforcement agency says that the last confirmed sighting of the child was in September. I wish they would at least come out and say how, like, what is the confirmation? Was it DHR? Like, what is the confirmation of him being seen on that day?
Right.
Or just in the month
Oh,
of September?
that reminded me, there is a lady who works in the grocery store who said that she had seen them, all four of them. And maybe that's the confirmation. Maybe they went and got that video footage. But I do remember seeing that.
Okay. All right, so John Bailey, Caleb's grandfather, remains in jail for failure to report a missing child. His attorney has filed subpoenas for records of all calls of service to the house from the sheriff's office since January of this year. So, how many times has the police been called out there? The attorney has also requested all investigative files and reports for the family related to an investigation initiated in 2024. That investigation is for possible child abuse and/or neglect. It's going to be interesting if that information comes out. Hey, sweet Melissa, how are you? Um, what was going on in that house for the cops to be called out multiple times?
And that's that kind of like aligns with what I was told about the domestic violence that she
Hmm.
was trying to leave him.
To get away from him?
Yeah.
Could be. All right, so photos that WBRC has obtained show the devastating wreck that killed Caleb's father, Stephen Brad Collins, as well as his 2-year-old daughter, and sent her mother to the hospital in critical condition. Stephen was going 92 miles per hour when he crashed, according to a crash report. A Facebook post from November the 6th from Collins claims that his son was suffering serious health issues and not growing. It says saying the family had a long road ahead. WBRC spoke with several who live near the home who said that the story has shocked them. What took everybody so long to realize that there's another child. Because, like I said earlier, some neighbors were saying that they didn't even know that the couple had a second child. Like, was he ever at this house where they have been searching and the neighbors just didn't see him? Did he not ever go outside? Did they not leave the house with him?
Like, that's what I'm wondering.
You know,
Because even my neighbors that I don't even really talk to, I can pretty much tell you how many kids they have.
right. And you can just living by somebody, don't even have to know them, but you glance out your window and you see kids in the yard playing next door. Or you know what I'm saying? Like you notice things over time. These people didn't even know they had a second child.
Or if they were both working, like people say, you would have seen them putting the. I mean, surely the baby would have went to daycare or something. I don't know. None of it. This whole thing makes no sense.
I mean, they knew about Riley, but they
Yeah,
didn't know about little Caleb.
poor Caleb. Poor Riley. This case sucks.
It
Yeah,
it
because
really
as a
does.
parent, you should do better.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and a grandparent too. He's
I
living
get,
in the house. He knew better as
yeah,
well.
I get people go through hard times and stuff like that, and but as a parent, you have to do better for your child.
That's. I mean, there's no excuse though for having kids in the house and not taking care of them. If you see that they're being abused, do something about it.
Yep.
Don't let a child go missing and not report it. That's what I understand. If the grandfather was the custodian of these, or the custodial person of these kids,
Take them out of the house.
right? Make them move.
Yeah.
Make the
Kick them
mom and
out.
dad move. Kick their asses to the curb, and you stay there with the kids.
Yep.
Why take the kids out of their house?
Nope.
Um,
That,
you
them
know,
kids. Yep. Them kids
why
have the
not?
right.
Exactly. Why not report this little boy missing? That's what doesn't make sense. Why did he not report him missing?
Exactly.
Okay, so it's
Scarlett, is
yes,
it is it okay if I send the link to this live to those family members in Louisiana?
yeah, if you want to,
Okay.
and you can include my email in there if they want to reach out for anything.
Okay. I don't know if they'll be up or not, but I, you know, just in case they want to come in and say something.
Okay, that's fine. I just
Okay.
need to confirm that it is them.
Oh yeah.
You know, some of these people shouldn't be allowed to reproduce. Elsie,
You
that is
ain't
true.
kidding.
That is true.
Yes, 100%.
And what makes it so hard is that there's not a lot of information that's came out. Like, there's not a lot of information. I mean, you can kind of look up like the arrest records and stuff like that, but other than that, there's really no information on these people.
See, and that's another thing. There's a lot of parents out here that can't have kids that would love to have kids.
Hmm.
If you can't take care of them,
Oh yeah.
reach out to these parents that want kids.
That's true.
Reach out to other family members.
Yeah, somebody.
And a lot
It,
of times they don't because they don't want to lose the benefits that they get, you
which is,
know, like state benefits,
yeah.
higher tax refunds, things like
Hmm.
that,
And
food
it's only
stamps.
because these kids suffer for that
Yeah.
Yes.
because they're greedy.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, where did I left it? Okay, so it says what took everybody so long to realize that there's another child? Somebody knew that there was a second child, so what happened? Said Fayetteville County resident Angela Trim. I have 5 grandchildren of my own, and if something was to happen to them grandchildren, we would have moved heaven and earth to get to them.
Mm-hmm.
So someone loves this child. We just need to find him, and that's what I'm saying. It, the family in Louisiana didn't even know that this baby was missing.
Nope. Because if they did,
I believe
it
something
would
would have been done
have.
before the wreck ever happened.
Yep.
Because if they would have known something, the grandmother would have not been like, whenever she got the call that they had the accident, she wouldn't have
Yep.
been like, "Where's my grandson?"
Yep. Exactly.
You know. Okay, so the office of the district attorney Andrew Hamlin gave a statement Thursday sharing that in the last 11 days, they along with law enforcement have made progress in the case and that they expect to release more information in the coming days. So like I said, this came out on December the 19th, 5 days ago. I'm ready for some new information.
Yeah, they're probably gonna wait till after Christmas.
I know. I'm sure.
Yeah,
Probably.
they had said in one article, the police said that it was a balance between what they could release to the media without hurting the integrity of the case.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I said. They probably ain't gonna put really nothing hardly out until probably after Christmas.
But at least tell us, should we be out looking for him? Because you guys know, if it's a missing child within a couple hours of me, I'll be out there searching all damn night. And, I've even called and said, can you at least tell us, like, are there any searches? Are you guys organizing searches? Can you at least, like, tell me that? No, there's no searches. Nothing. So
Yeah, see, I don't know. There's got to be a reason why, though.
there
Yeah,
has to be. Yeah.
That they're not, which I do understand they wouldn't have wanted anybody in the area of the house,
yeah,
because they did bring dogs in.
yeah.
Uh,
They don't want the.
right. But the dogs have came in and searched and left. So
hmm
why not?
I've taken part in many, 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 many searches here in Alabama, and we never searched around the house or anything like that. But we would search woods and different areas.
Mhm.
Never have I been told there's a missing child, but no, we're not searching for him, or we're not organizing searches. I mean, I was just flabbergasted.
Then they know more than what's being
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
put out right at this moment.
so sad.
Hold on. I was looking.
And whenever the grandfather has the court date, maybe that's when
hmm
they'll probably put
Oh,
out.
wait. When did I say he goes back to court? Hold on. Wait. Because I did.
Maybe that's why they're waiting to put anything out for his
Yeah.
court date.
Did I write this down? Hold on. Because I did a bunch of notes yesterday, and when I was going through, my notes were basically what I call scattered because they wasn't in order of information as it was coming out. It was just basically what I read at that time. I wrote down notes on it, so I had to go back today and redo the notes. But I thought I had wrote down when the grandfather has to go back to court, but I don't guess I did.
I haven't seen it. I've been watching too for a court date, but I haven't seen it.
He probably won't go back to court till probably January.
I want to say it was either January, February, but I can swear I saw. Unless wait, does Luigi have another court date coming up? Because I read about him today too.
He had one.
Yeah, one
He had
today.
one today.
Yesterday or
Today.
today, but
It was
he has another window. I thought also coming up again.
Oh,
January.
yeah,
I think it's January.
yeah,
Okay,
because he's got federal and state
Yeah,
okay.
charges. So
he
It
death penalty.
it might have been his that I seen that he has an upcoming another court date coming up.
Yeah, he can face the death penalty.
Oh yeah, because of the federal charges.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, but let me go back through this real quick. 'Cause I only read two different articles today that I hadn't already read on this case.
you guys are riding to the gas station with me, so if I might like drop off twice, but I'll pop right back on
Okay. Wait, why are you going to the gas station 12:30 in the morning?
because I need good EPMs. My head hurts.
Oh, good
It
lord.
is 117 here.
Yeah, it's 1217 here.
Yeah,
But
I
are you going by
thought,
yourself?
yeah, it's just a half a mile up the road. Not even a half a mile.
Good Lord. Okay. Be
He's
safe.
I'm not scared to go out at night by myself. I'm packing.
she's so dumb.
Oh, no, wait, right here. A jail spokesperson told USA Today that John Bailey is set to appear in court on January the 8th.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I knew
So
I had seen it
they
somewhere.
probably won't put nothing out until he goes to court.
In fact, let me write that down on here. So, 'cause I thought I had wrote it down, but
I mean, I'm
Well, I'm
hoping they
gonna
put
sit
something
here.
for
I'm
that,
gonna
but
sit here a minute because my windows are iced over.
what did I say? January the 8th. Sweet Melissa, that's what it sounded like, unless God has his hand on this little boy and he really is with a family friend and they just haven't found him. But
That's what I'm praying. I'm praying that's the case.
but it doesn't look like that he's. I mean, nobody's seen him since September. Nobody's came forward. I mean, they've been looking for him. Police have since December the 9th.
And
You know.
Fayette, so Winfield is a super small town.
Hmm.
So if he was staying with somebody right in that, like if it was in that area, they would have spoken up by now. Because I mean, everybody in the town knows it's a super, super small town. Unless they took him somewhere to another town, or I just don't know.
I mean, but how many? If they just, I wish we knew when exactly it was that they moved to Alabama. Because if they're wanting phone calls from the sheriff's department or service calls to that house since January of this year,
Yeah, I
well,
don't know. Maybe it was August of last year. I have August stuck in my head.
that's because you want it to be summertime again. But little miss, if you don't get up here and lay down, Santa ain't coming.
Don't you tell her that.
Don't you tell me what to tell her.
You're never supposed to use Santa as a bargaining tool.
There's name's Sammy the hamster.
Okay, they know about your hamster. She's so bad.
Oh, I told Jaden that the other day. I was like, if you don't quit messing with me, Santa's not coming. And he's like, Mom, I'm 14. I already know he's not coming.
oh my God,
I'm gonna
yeah,
tell the elf.
Ooh, Betty Joe. They sell these gloves now that you can. Well, it's a little late because Christmas is almost over, but for next year, they sell these magic gloves now. And if you have the gloves on, you can touch the elf.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Strawberry. He might lose his magic. But mommy keeps making
See?
me touch him.
Your mom keeps making you touch him?
Mommy keeps making
She
me
does
touch
not.
him. She does.
good thing I didn't have to do Elf on the Shelf because I'd have did things I wasn't supposed to do.
Oh, I did terrible things
Did you
with
tell
our
her? Did
elf.
you tell him what the elf's doing right now?
He's doing the Spider-Man mission.
He's hanging from the ceiling fan.
Yeah, the ceiling fan.
He was walking. He was walking on the lights the other night.
Yeah.
See,
He's
hanging
doing
from the ceiling fan seems like a cool idea.
Yeah, he's hanging from the ceiling fan right now because she's still awake. She won't go to sleep. The night before, we have lights go across our hallway for Christmas,
Uh huh.
and he was tight roping.
Uh
He was
oh.
walking the lights.
I remember one year, Jaden was a little bit older, and I took some of Ashley and Alyssa's little Barbie bikinis and put him on an elf, and I had him sliding down a candy cane into a bowl of M&Ms. Now, I knew he was coming down a stripper pole, but the kids just thought he was swimming into a pool of M&Ms.
The day before that, the night before that, she got up the next day. He was He made her breakfast.
Oh,
He was playing with the cereal
oh.
in the frying pan.
Well, one year I had the flu, and so our elf accidentally broke his knee doing his magic stuff. So he had a bandaged up leg, and he had to sit and couldn't move for a week.
If you don't lay down, the elf is going to tell Santa. Okay. All right. You're not listening.
Okay, I need to get off the Twitter. Okay. Yeah, I'll be glad when Christmas is done and over with.
Me too. I can't believe it's already Christmas.
I know.
Me either.
This year went by super fast. Hold on, I'm gonna find my notes again. The case that I had of Aubrey Weaver, the little 14-year-old that was missing
Oh yeah,
out of
I've been
Florida,
seeing.
they found her. She's
Is
safe.
she
Is that
okay?
Yeah, they didn't really give out any details other that she was found and is safe.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, good.
well? That's good.
I don't like how, and she went missing in Florida, but what I don't like about that case was that they listed her as a runaway, which she very well could have been a runaway.
Right.
But they listed her as a runaway. They said that she was not in imminent danger, but she in 2022 was in a car accident and she has a TBI from it. And she has a seizure disorder called pseudo seizures.
Yeah.
And she has the mental capacity of a 10 to 11-year-old.
Mm.
And the family said that she's very easily manipulated, can be easily manipulated. And for them to put out that she was not in imminent danger when clearly she was, just because of her of the TBI and her mental capacity, they should have changed that, I think, and only in my opinion. But it did come out today that she was found and she is safe, so that is a good thing.
We have another missing boy here in Alabama, and they've been doing searches for him. His last name is Slavik, Slavek, and I think he's like 6 or 7.
What's his first name?
I can't remember, and I'm sitting here in my car waiting to defrost.
Okay.
And then we had another little boy who was hit. He's alive. He's in the hospital in critical condition. He was hit by a truck on a main road. He's autistic, completely and totally nonverbal, and they don't know who his parents are.
Oh, wow. And nobody's reported a child missing.
Nope. Nope.
Oh, damn.
But dang, Alabama's trying to make the news.
Yeah, we had a cop shot and killed today in Greensboro.
Oh man. Do you see the missing boy I'm talking about, Scarlett?
I'm looking now.
I think it's Slavic is his last name. I could be wrong.
What part of Alabama?
I think Piedmont. Now, hold on, let me look.
Okay.
She's gonna throw herself off.
That's what I was about to say.
My finger hurts. My finger came off.
Yeah, because you keep biting it off your finger, baby.
I need
Stop.
Band-Aid.
I don't have one. You need to go to sleep.
Okay, let's see here. I don't see one with the last name that she's saying. They have.
I just found it. It's Hunter Slevak, and he was found deceased. I just
Oh, okay.
when I googled it, I just seen it.
All right.
I'm about to go get the hose and pour on the windshield. This is ridiculous. At least my seat warmed up fast, though.
Well,
Is it really that cold out there that you have to sit there that long to defrost it?
It is 25.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a cozy 51 here now. But I'm not complaining.
Well, I am.
That's not fair.
Well, y'all just come west.
I never said I was going to not complain.
I know you're doing my complaining for me too, because I said that I wouldn't this winter.
Well, I'll do complaining for both of us.
Okay.
This cold weather needs to go away.
Woo! It's defrosting now. We're in business.
Oh wait, what is this?
All that hot air you talk, it should have already been defrosted.
Ha ha ha.
You know you messing with you.
The way it defrosted, it started in 2 little circles on my windshield. It looked like boobs.
Oh wait, I need to. Where's my sticky notes? Oh shit. I'm out of sticky notes, y'all.
Uh-oh.
Well, I got a whole box. I'm just out of the ones that I've been using. I gotta get another.
Gonna have to send out the sticky note police.
Okay, I just had to get another the little pads of them. Oh my green ones I've done used, I guess. I don't know where they're at. I need to write this website down.
It's shut. Nope. Okay. Yeah, come on. Get up here.
I'm fixing to try something. I can't believe Avery hasn't threw herself off yet tonight.
No.
Let's see if this works. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Never mind. Okay. I was trying to find something for Caleb's case. Did y'all see about the lady on the subway?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Did
And
you?
I sent a video to Meta Mom, and she texts me back and she says, well, why is she just standing there?
A lot of people were wondering that and the cops walking by her.
I think she was in shock. I think she was. I've never seen anything like that before. You're totally, completely on fire, but you're just standing there. You're not jumping around. You're not on the ground, and you're fully engulfed.
Yeah. And people are videoing instead of helping.
I know. Yes.
And the cop walked by her, looked into the subway, and saw her standing there on fire, and just kept on walking.
Yeah, and the dude that did it was sitting there watching.
Yeah, and he's an illegal immigrant from Guatemala. He was deported when Trump was in office the last time, and then he ended up sneaking back in.
Yep.
And see, he didn't even know that lady. They said she was asleep.
Yeah, she was asleep.
She was asleep in the seat across from him, and he just lit the match, stood up, and dropped it on her.
It was his lighter. He took the lighter, and he set her on fire, and then...
Oh, it was a lighter? I thought it was a match.
No, the lighter was found on him.
Yeah,
that's just unbelievable. I mean,
she was 29 years old.
Welcome to New York.
You know what? People need to
And then not
People
even
need to start living right. They need to start living right because
not even it was like a few hours later there was a stabbing.
dang. Yeah, and the fire, that was Manhattan, wasn't it?
It was on
Or Brooklyn?
I don't know what part, but New York.
Was it Manhattan? Hold on.
And then they had the stab. I think they had 2 stabbings. So that's 3 in a day, in the same day. And then they had,
Oh,
I don't know if she's the governor or mayor or whatever the heck she is. I think she's the governor or whatever. Come on.
looky. There's a cute guys working at the gas station. How about that?
She come up on, they had a news thing. She says, our subways are safe. Are you serious, lady? You just had 3 murders in one day. On the subways.
Oh yes, I remember. I know who you're talking about. I can't remember her
Yeah,
name though. And she was talking about how safe they were and blah 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 and all this and that.
Yeah,
Oh shit! Her name's been all over Twitter today.
yeah.
Okay,
Like,
I'm gonna mute because I'm gonna flirt.
Okay.
Goodbye. But anyway, yeah. Saying her subways are safe, lady. And there's one dude come up on. They were talking to him. He said, "How about she get on the subways 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, then tell us by herself, and then tell us they're safe."
Yeah.
Baby, what did you do?
Nothing. Just keep it by itself.
There you go.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
trying to.
It's like, are you serious, lady? And it's all immigrants.
Yeah,
They're
this
all
one's from Guatemala. This one is.
Yeah, and the 2 that did the stabbings, like hours later, I think one was before the fire, or a couple hours after the fire. It just said it was 3 in one day, and they're all illegals.
Wow. It's crazy. Well, we don't need any type of border protection or anything like that, though.
No, did you see where Biden's selling off the border wall?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, all that border wall that that Trump had, got for it to be put up
Yeah.
before he left office.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Biden is
Wow. That is crazy. Okay, her name is the governor of New York.
Yeah.
Is who it is.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if she's governor or mayor or whatever.
And supposedly she's deployed the National Guard to help with the subways, making them safer. But I mean, you saw what happened to that girl was only 29 that he set on fire.
Yeah.
She was a college student working on her PhD.
Yeah, and she was on her way to, I don't know if she was on her way to college because it was 7:30 in the morning.
Possibly.
Or she was on her way to work.
Wow, that is.
Did they arrest the guy that he did it?
They done arrest him.
A couple hours later, they found him in another part of the subway.
Wow.
They arrested him. He had the lighter on him and everything.
Wow. Yeah, I had seen where they were.
I don't know if they were college students or high school students, but they identified him.
Good.
I guess they were on the subway too.
He's 33-year-old Sebastian Cepeda is an illegal from Guatemala. There's a video of him here being led out of the New York police station.
Mm-hmm. Perp walk.
Hold on. Let me pull it up here real quick.
It's crazy.
Oh, did you guys hear Luigi's attorney today talking about his perp walk?
Yeah.
Oh, she's pissed over the perp walk.
Yeah. Oh, buddy.
Yeah,
she's mad about it all.
She is. Yeah, see, there's the guy that set her on fire.
Wow. What kind of suit is that?
What kind of what?
The suit that he's in? I've never seen that.
They took all his clothes.
Oh, so they had to put something on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
In New York, they take your clothes. Yeah, because he was deported
Yeah,
when Trump was first in office.
and then came back in,
Yeah.
snuck back in. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. That's what I said. That girl went by 29 years old.
Yep.
And I can't. They're
That's very
sharing
sad.
screenshots of the cop just walking by the open subway with her
That's
just standing there on fire and not even helping her.
Yeah,
crazy.
and they want to say that the governor has the National Guards, helping out with security and all that stuff. You seen what happened to Daniel Penny, right?
Yep.
He helped out, and look what they tried to do to him.
Yeah, there was some people that was saying, because that was like a main thing. Why were people filming it and filming her on fire, but not running up and trying to help her, put her out, and all this and that? And that's what they said, because of what happened to Daniel Penny. People were like, if I intervene and try to help, could I be punished for it? And so that's what a lot of people are saying, a possible reason why nobody helped her. But the poor woman, like,
Mm.
help put her out.
I would hope that her body would have went into shock pretty quickly because I just can't imagine that kind of pain.
And just standing there. That's what's sad, is that the people just stood there and just filmed her just standing there on fire, like she
Yeah.
couldn't move.
Mm.
It's just a shame that people, you got to be aware of your surroundings all times.
Yeah.
Whether
Especially
you're
in
in the
cities,
subway.
places like that. That's why I keep my ass in the country now, in a small town.
Well, I mean, I've never rode on the subways in New York. I've been to New York, but I've never rode on the subways. New York is not a safe place.
I would not go on the subway. Like, I'm not a city person at all. I would like to visit New York City, certain parts of it, maybe for like a hot 5 seconds, just to say I've been
Right.
there. But as far as the subway, and no,
No.
I'm not doing all that. Yeah, and as far as Luigi's court hearing today, I haven't got to watch it yet. I've read where his attorney was very upset. Hey Libra, how are you?
Oh yeah, she was really mad.
Yeah, she was talking about the perp walk was staged. Why was the mayor even there? Um, just
He
like,
murdered a
oh,
CEO. What do you
and
think was going to happen?
and then she brought up the mayor. The mayor's got some legal issues going
Oh
on
yeah.
too,
Oh, he does.
and she brought that up too,
Yeah, he does.
about his legal issues, and something about, what was it, that innocent until proven guilty, like he should know that better than anybody, or something like that.
I did notice the way Luigi was sitting today. I could tell he was in back pain because I know that position he kept doing where he was like trying to arch his lower back
Well, you can
and
tell by the way he was
inward.
walking. Yeah, you can tell by what
Yeah, I
Yeah,
could, I could tell he was in some major back pain.
but y'all, him
Yeah,
and
but
his attorney.
he wasn't even a customer of United Health.
Did you know that his attorney is the wife of the attorney for P.
For
Diddy?
Diddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
But he wasn't even a customer. He didn't even have health insurance with United Health.
No, I don't think he was targeting just a specific uh, insurance company. I think it was just the whole healthcare industry in itself.
Yeah, he went for the big one.
Yeah, and being that they were in New York, they were having the was it the investors meeting or whatever?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
I
my
don't.
thing is, okay, yeah, a lot of people see him as a hero.
Yeah,
You
he took
know,
a man's life. He's not.
I
Now
don't.
I'll say this. In first, I'm in no way upholding him for what he did at
No.
all. I don't think that going and murdering that man and taking him away from his family, that was not the right thing to do.
It's not going to change anything until
It's I see. I'm trying to
Actually,
think how
it
I
has
should word
actually
this.
changed some things already. Blue Cross Blue Shield has already revised their new anesthesia thing. Actually, it has. A lot of these insurance companies are taking a step back and they're
oh yeah, because it's
changing things
time.
up.
And December is when they do that.
I do get. I'm trying to think of how I can word this because I don't uphold him at all. What he done was completely wrong.
Yeah.
But the people that are, and he's not a hero, but the people who are supporting him, they're supporting him because they're saying that he brought, um, what would be the word to use? He brought it to the forefront of what was
Yeah.
going on. Basically, instead of him taking the man's life, he should have put a statement out, like something other than taking somebody's life. But
Yeah. Because he didn't even have that insurance. He was doing it because how the insurance companies do people.
right,
Yeah, but statements aren't going to help because in his what they're calling manifesto, he cited two reporters who are constantly covering these problems with the healthcare industry, and they're not heard.
Yeah. Because these insurance companies don't care.
but he could have
Because
found a different way than to take a man's life.
the government is in with these insurance companies,
Oh, for sure, for sure.
lining their pockets. So they don't care. They don't care about us.
I see the people who are supporting him. I can see their side of it as well,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. But he's not a hero,
But no,
you
because
know. But I
what
get where they're coming. I get their point of view also.
I mean, taking him out didn't really do anything because they always renew their. They always come up with
Yeah, there's
their things in December anyway.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
given.
Libra, no, usually they don't allow cameras in there, but for whatever reason they allowed them in there with Luigi. Which I'm
Yeah,
kind of glad because I still need
yeah.
to go. I want to hear his attorney talk later
New
on.
York usually don't have cameras in their courtrooms,
Mhm.
but this time they did.
So I'm glad that they did. So I'm gonna go back and listen to it later on tonight.
But
But like I said, I see it.
yeah, I mean, I get their point of view, but taking somebody's life is not
It's
gonna.
not. Yeah, it's not. That was not the right approach to it because
How much you speak, how much you say, until 2025, nothing's going to change
right,
until we have different leaders to. I mean, you look at Elon Musk and that one dude. They want to know why taxpayers are paying taxes on things they own. Like
yeah,
here, we have a tax. We have to pay a tax on our vehicle. I own my vehicle.
hmm
So why should I have to pay taxes on it? See, that's the type of things that they're talking about. You're
right.
paying that. You're paying taxes on school when you don't even have kids in school.
Which is there's a lot of crap.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's
this all gets, you know, then things might change with these insurance companies because you have the government in there like it's no big deal. Let's charge this person this much and charge this person this much. Why? Because they make a couple dollars more. You know?
yeah,
Well, but that's not what his point was. His point was them denying
Yes.
claims, not
Uh,
charging too much. It was denying.
yeah. denying them health insurance, denying their claims, denying taking care of their claims. You don't have homework. Go to bed. But, taking somebody's life is not going to change all that.
No. It was for sure the wrong thing to do.
His mom, did you guys see where his mom, I guess, told the police that she wouldn't, whenever they showed her the video when they were trying to find him, and she said it looks like it could be, my son, but I can't tell for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess she told the police, she said that I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't him that pulled the trigger.
Wait, where did you see that at?
It's been on the news. I've heard it on several news stations now.
Oh, well, damn, I haven't heard that. I just heard about...
Yeah, I think I heard... The last one was Court TV. I've heard it on News Nation. It's been in a bunch of articles.
Okay, I'll have to...
And they also said that his family has not gone to see him.
Yeah, they did say that he didn't have any family in the courtroom today.
Yeah.
So, but that just could be because they're wanting maybe to stay back from it right now.
Right.
Because they're a very prominent family in Maryland. His cousin is in office in the state of Maryland. So that could be the reason why they're kind of staying back. Apparently there is there's a website, sort of like GoFundMe. I forgot, is it Give, Send, Go, something like that.
Yeah.
That are raising funds for his defense, and it's already almost to like $200,000.
I mean,
but he doesn't need it. His defense is paid for already by his family.
Oh yeah, the family's worth like $100 million. Very, very wealthy family.
One thing though that I am tired of hearing on the news over and over again, or even from other YouTubers, is people keep saying that he's a rich kid, so what does it matter to him if his claim was denied? He could just pay for it. But nobody knows that. Nobody knows how much money his family was giving him. Nobody knows that. Just because you come from a wealthy family does not mean that they're handing their kids tons of money.
Well, see, that's another thing. He didn't even have a claim. He didn't have nothing.
Well, they don't know because they don't. Yeah, they don't know his.
Have that insurance. They even said.
He didn't have one. He didn't have one with United Healthcare.
But he didn't even have a claim.
But how could they know though if he didn't have a claim? Because would that fall under HIPAA?
What they're saying is he did this for people that have been denied.
Well, I see. They don't know yet because they don't know who his insurance was and if anything was denied.
Well,
they're still investigating that.
Or if they do, they haven't put it out to the public that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, they're not going to.
But
that'll be something for court or for the trial or whatever.
They have that one real prominent orthopedic surgeon on, I think it was News Nation, and he said that if that X-ray, the one that was on his profile photo on Twitter, he said if that X-ray belongs to Luigi, which they don't know because his name and stuff isn't on it,
right?
But if it is his, he said it does look like a botched procedure. He said those pins are too long, and he would have been in a great deal of pain. But he said he didn't know, if that's even really his X-ray or not.
Right.
Yeah, that is true. Libra, I did hear that his attorney said that based off of the staged perp walk and all, there was, I think, a couple of different things that she had mentioned today in the hearing that could affect him getting a fair trial.
Yeah, that's what she was trying to say.
I haven't even got to listen to it. I didn't even know that it was that they had streamed it because I think it was it you this morning, Avery? I told in Discord that I had woke up like 12:45 this morning and I couldn't go back to sleep. So, or it might have been King Scarlet.
Yeah,
And
it
I
wasn't
was
me.
going through trying to see if anybody was streaming it, and then like by the time I found it, it was already too late. It done started. I don't like starting something in the middle
Yeah.
of it. I rather start from the very beginning. So
Yeah, I
Did
like.
you see the video? We were all going nuts in Discord. I don't know where you were, Scarlett. I think you were still sick, but it's a it's a body cam video of some college students in Pullman, Washington, and this is apparently before Brian Koberger arrived there.
oh
And
yes, Plunder put it out.
yes,
Yeah, she Plunder Foya's everything. She's
now
like the Foya queen.
what are the odds? So I guess they verified that Brian Koberger was not in Washington yet. I guess, but uh, what are the odds that a man would come in with a ski mask and a knife and try to attack a college student,
Right.
right? And then just, a few months later, it actually happens. Like, what, isn't that weird?
Yeah, but
Yes.
Brian Koberger didn't show up in Washington until what, 2021 or 2022?
He wasn't in
2022.
Washington. Yeah,
Yeah,
he wasn't they checked because there was like some kind of a recruiting event or something going on at the college. So they checked to see if maybe he had attended that. And
hey,
the
hey
college
Tonka. Sorry, go ahead.
the college said that they couldn't verify that he was there.
Right.
So it doesn't look like he was actually there, which it really makes me
So
question.
a lot of people were getting confused about this, about the video because and Tonka, Merry Christmas to you as well. Um, Plunder did the FOIA request and she got the information. Because they had said that he was a person of interest in that 2021 case.
Right.
People go crazy. Oh, he wasn't in Washington in 2021. He wasn't. That has been verified.
Yeah,
But
he
what
didn't until June of 2022.
right
Yeah, he didn't become a person of interest in that case
until after the
af-
Idaho 4 case
yeah,
happened.
right.
And that's because the 2021 case had not been solved.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But because of the two cases having similarities, he became a person of interest in the 2021 case as well. People were going crazy. He
Yeah.
wasn't in
Mhm.
Washington in 2021. He didn't get there till 2022. Why are you putting out
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
were going at Plunder, and Plunder was like, look, I'm putting out the facts. This is what I was given in my FOIA request. She showed
Yep.
her
Mhm.
FOIA request.
Yep.
And they still were not comprehending the fact that he was a person of interest in 2022 because the 2021 case was still not solved.
Yep.
But it does make me wonder if because I've always been positive that they have the right guy, but
They have the right one. Brian is the right one.
I can't wait for the trial. Like
because
that's
who is this guy that did this? And then it's just weird. It's so identical. It's weird.
I just need to see the evidence that the state has against him. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That's where I'm at with it. Because there's been things that said that makes me think that it is him. Then there's been things that's been said and all in court documents, what I'm talking about. There's been things that's been said that makes me think that it's not him. So I just need the trial and I need the state to lay out their evidence of what they have
Right.
against him and
Yeah.
prove that he is the person who did this and they actually have the right person and so these families can get closure. And
Yeah.
if they don't, they still got work to do and go find the person who did it. But I need the trial. It's what, August is when it starts.
Yep.
We've had what, 3 different trial dates and I can't keep up with them now.
No, this is really happening August 2025.
Yeah, because I
That
think this judge is like, yo, this we need to
He
get
is
it.
not playing with Ann Taylor.
So I'm ready. I
is it
am.
still gonna be streamed?
That's what they said.
Yeah,
Okay.
it should be. I mean, the judge
It'll be
has
on.
his own YouTube channel and everything.
Yeah, it'll be on his
So
YouTube channel.
Okay.
so
Yeah,
yes,
that video did make me wonder, is there somebody else that that could have done, you know what I mean? Like it just because
right.
it's just too weird.
I haven't watched it, but I will say this: I have watched Plunder for a
Oh,
very
I've
very long
watched.
time.
Yeah, I've watched her too. Yeah.
I don't honestly, in my opinion, I do not think that Plunder will put out something that is not facts. If
No.
she FOIAs something and it's sent to
Mhm.
her, that's exactly how she's going to put it out. She's not going to edit it. She's not going to change it
Right.
in any way. She's
No.
going to put out exactly what she was sent.
Yep.
I don't think she would put out anything that's misinformation or anything like that. And she is the
Yeah.
FOIA queen.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
she never gave her opinion. Like she never said, you know, that she thought whoever it was that did that in that video could be the one who actually did the Idaho for like she never all she did was just play the videos that were sent to her and
Mhm.
show the reports.
Yeah, but people were going at her though like crazy.
That's
And just
ridiculous.
could not comprehend that he was just a person of interest because that case was not solved.
Yeah,
She never said that he was in Washington in 2021.
right. She even showed the email where the police or the school, the police emailed the school to see if Brian had attended that recruiting event,
Mhm.
which was, when this guy went in with a knife on these other girls. And she even showed the school's reply saying that no, they couldn't see that that he attended it.
No, because he didn't show up until June of 2022. They already knew that he had came to that school June of 2022.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
people though. People a lot of
Oh,
times on here when
people
they
are
see
gonna
something,
run
they don't read the whole thing.
exactly. They don't listen to the whole thing and they don't read the whole
Read it.
thing. And then they
And
It
put
is
in their mind,
very weird.
oh, this dude did this. Oh, he did it.
It is
Coworker.
very weird though that this same type of thing happened
in a different,
before.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, although this guy didn't he couldn't go through with what he was doing because the girl kicked him in the stomach and everything else, but it's very weird. Very
Right.
weird.
Well, yeah, it's going to be because you got people out there that are psycho and
I know, but what are the odds that it would be so similar? Two different separate occasions.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Years
I
I
mean,
mean,
apart.
but remember the what happened in, was it Oregon? There was a
yeah,
case in Oregon and one in Washington that were very similar to what happened. Uh, oh, where was that at
to
in
what happened
Washington?
to the girls and
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
remember the woman in, Elsie. Thank you so much for the membership. Um,
because the
Oh,
guy
yeah. Welcome,
was
Elsie.
on vacation.
yes, and that one was in Oregon, but I can't remember. I want to say Eugene, but I don't think it was Eugene
They
because
were supposed to
Eugene
go
is
on
where the car
vacation.
was at. And somebody broke into the house and basically did the same thing as, I mean, there was a lot of similarities. And then there was
Yeah,
one I want to say in Washington that was
but the
the same
woman
thing.
survived.
Yes.
The husband didn't.
Is Elsie in our Discord?
Uh, is Elsie in Discord? Let me look. Don't believe
'Cause she can join our crazy crew now.
no, but what I will do is uh, I will I will post on my community page for the members only the link, the invite link, because I have to do a new uh, invite link every so many days.
Yeah,
My thing with some of these cases is if you know you are innocent, you're gonna do everything come hell or high water to get yourself out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to sit there for 2 years knowing,
Yeah, but
that
Brian can't get out of jail.
no, because he can't prove that he didn't do it.
Yes,
I mean,
Tonka, that is his name. Travis, is it? Yeah, I can't see good tonight. Is it Juden? Was the man who it was him and his wife was attacked and he died in the Oregon case.
Yes, that was him.
But I can't remember.
I don't know what her name is though.
No, and the lady in Washington, she was an older lady.
Yeah, the one in Washington was an older lady. She was in her 60s.
Oh, and I can't, and I don't remember what part of Oregon or what part of Washington, but I remember though that when the Idaho 4 case had first happened, and it came out about the Oregon and the Washington
Right.
case, how
Be-
like
thought
similar
maybe
they were.
They thought maybe
Mhm.
Koberger had a part in that, and they were, making sure that he wasn't involved.
yeah.
And the fact that it wasn't had
Uh,
no ties to what happened in Idaho,
Betty Joe, are you North Carolina or South Carolina?
North Carolina.
Okay, so Libra Moon says, is Betty Joe in North Carolina? Is she close to Greensboro? Is that who you were
Yes,
talking about earlier?
yes,
About the, okay, okay.
yeah,
She was
yeah.
talking about the officer
Not
that.
far from. Yeah,
Okay.
he was. It was a call had came in. There was an armed person in a food line. That's a grocery store,
Hmm.
Good grief.
and I guess when he showed up, I guess he shot at the cop and shot and killed him.
Oh wow.
See, this is why I get my groceries delivered. You can't go anywhere anymore.
Y'all see why I don't go nowhere unless I absolutely have to.
Ah,
I just hate going in public now.
Well, my thing is, I get it, okay, because you're allowed to carry here, okay, I get it,
Hmm.
but I don't know if it was a domestic dispute or whatever it was, but they had called and said there was an armed person in the food line. So I don't really know all the details yet because they haven't released a whole lot.
Yeah.
mm.
Okay.
But
Tonka said that the woman in Washington was Sandra Ladd, the older lady.
Yeah.
yeah, I think she was in her 60s or something.
Yeah, something like that. She wasn't as young because the other, the man and woman, they were young.
Tomorrow. I'm going to sleep with my American dog tomorrow.
Okay.
I wonder what the Alps will do when we wake up.
I don't know.
She wants
Did
to
you
know what
catch
he's going to
that,
do.
Betty Joe? She said a woman in her 60s, the older woman.
What are you trying to say?
What?
What are you trying to say?
You don't know?
That's what I want to know. I'm confused. What
Because
now?
I'm not 60. I'm only
Okay,
50.
you're close enough.
You know what? I'm close enough to come to Alabama and kick your butt too.
You're only, what, 3 states away?
Just
If
because
that's what it
I'm
if that's what it takes to get her here.
listen, just because I am 57 and have a hip problem, don't think I can't.
Oh my God, y'all crack me up.
I know.
My little sidekick here, she'll help. Ain't that right, babe?
Betty Joe pull up and she'd be like, I'm here to kick your butt. And I'd be like, let's go have margaritas.
I don't-
Oh my God. Yeah, I have not been asleep since 12. I woke up at 12:45 this morning and have not been back to sleep.
Oh, I had a good old nap because I woke up early.
I woke up at like 5 something.
I wake up in 2 minutes.
You do not.
I do.
You didn't get up till like 10 something.
I wish I
I
could have
do
slept till
wake
10.
up in 2 minutes.
You better
Did
go to
you,
sleep.
Scarlett, did you hear her earlier saying she has homework and she's not even in school?
No, where was that when she said that?
Just a few minutes ago, she was telling Betty Joe, I got to do my homework.
Okay.
Oh, I was probably reading something.
Yeah, she tells me all the time. Because she don't want to go to sleep.
But that's good though. At least she will want to do her homework whenever she does start school.
Yeah, I need to do homework.
She needs to
You're
do
not even
homework.
in-
I need to do homework.
Do you hear her voice?
Yeah.
You
I'm
don't-
sick.
Aw.
She has a cold.
Yeah.
Man, that I had a cold too. That was oh my god, that was horrible.
Now we gotta get the cough to go away.
Poor thing.
It's so funny. Now we gotta get the cough to go away.
Mine was a sore throat. That was the worst
Hers,
part of
hers
it.
was sneezing and coughing.
Oh, have you tried the vaporizer?
No, I didn't even get it out of the cabinet.
Woman,
I've been too busy
We've been
Trying-
giving
trying to keep
Give
myself
her-
awake.
we've been giving her cough medicine, putting
Yeah,
Vicks on her.
it's orange medicine. It's orange.
oh,
Orange flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're losing your voice.
Aw. Well, Bubbles, I hope you get to feeling better.
It's a bunny voice.
I would
Tata,
only give Jaden his cough medicine at night.
could you say berry? Mom, could you say berry?
Berry,
Duh.
the
Dust.
dust.
Berry.
Oh, fairy dust.
Yeah, the one with the
Oh.
pink hair.
Oh, okay. Go to sleep.
And I named it Side.
Penny's just like, okay, go to sleep.
Okay, go to sleep, baby.
Her baby don't want to go to sleep. It ain't but 2:00.
I know. You can tell she's tired because she just had medicine.
Oh, and she's fighting to sleep right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing that all day today, y'all. I've literally been up for over 24 hours now.
Yeah, because we give her to her. She only takes it 2 times a day. It's 12 hours.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Hiya.
all right, go to sleep. Stop.
hopefully she'll get to feeling better soon.
I've been being lazy watching Virgin River on the new season and had a good long nap this evening.
Did you finish it all, Avery?
I'm on episode 7.
Never heard of it.
But not Betty Joe, Metamom told me that the season ends. It pissed her off.
Oh yes.
She said there better be another season. Don't tell me, Betty Joe.
They said
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Oh, it's going to make you mad.
Okay, but don't tell me.
I'm not going to tell you.
I already had to tell Metamom not to text it to me because she does that shit all the time.
Oh, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to wait for you to watch it.
You've never watched Virgin River, Scarlett?
Nope.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
It's good.
You're missing out.
I'll have to go. What's it on?
Netflix.
Netflix.
Okay, I'll have to go look for it.
Ooh, it's good.
That's
You'll
good.
have 6 seasons to catch up on.
Yeah, they said at the end of 6 seasons, they said there's going to be another season.
Oh yes, 5 seasons. Wait, we're on season 6, right?
Yeah. We're on
Okay, yeah. So
I
you'll
already-
have 5 seasons to catch up on.
Okay, well,
I
I'll
already
have
watched
to look for it.
I already watched them all. I watched them twice.
Oh my god, I guess I need to get out of here for tonight.
No,
I'm-
maybe not.
I'm so sleepy, y'all. My eyes are burning. That's how tired I
Yeah,
am.
you need to go to sleep.
And see, that's the reason why I went to sleep early yesterday. I went to sleep at like 6 something, thinking that I would just take go to sleep for a couple hours and I would get up and go live because I had told Avery I was going live last night.
Yeah, Avery
I
was
know.
waiting.
And
Yeah,
I slept right on through it. Woke up at like 12:45 this morning and have not went back to sleep.
Mm.
And it's like I tried to go to sleep today and I could not go to sleep. I don't know what's wrong.
You,
The night before last I didn't sleep.
Did they give you steroids by chance?
No, because they just said it was just a cold. So
Oh.
if I don't have to take something, I don't take it.
yeah, you're like I am. I won't.
Yeah, I don't.
No, when I get the real bad colds and congestion, I get all excited when they give me steroids because I'll be
Yeah,
doing stuff in this house that needed to be done 10 years ago. I'll be in here cleaning my baseboards with a toothbrush.
Yeah, I don't take anything unless I absolutely have to take it. Like
Yeah.
I got to be almost dying to take something.
Yeah, I don't like taking nothing either.
I don't
I
either.
I take too many good EPMs. I I keep sinus headaches, and they're the only thing that works. I take way too many of them.
Yeah, my sinuses have been, I guess, because of me being sick. And one thing is the weather. It's
Hmm.
cold and hot and cold and
Well,
hot
yeah,
and
that's
going back and forth. And it just, the body aches and the sore throat and like that
See,
shit.
Jaden's throat was hurting him. He went to the doctor twice and was just finished his second round of antibiotics. But what actually took his sore throat away was the vaporizer.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about it the other day and I just never dug it out of the cabinet.
Well, I'm not telling you shit anymore.
the baby. The baby, all she had was like a runny nose and a cough. Because I
Wow.
asked her, we asked her, does your throat hurt? Does your ears hurt? Does your chest feel like it hurts? She said, no, just this cough and
No
this heat.
fever.
No, she didn't have a fever.
At least she didn't have it as bad as I did. I had body aches and everything.
Well,
Like,
see,
Mm,
that we thought, was going to
yeah,
happen. Because I told my daughter, I said, if that happens, you're taking her to the doctor. She
right.
needs the antibiotic. But no, and I mean, she runs around here like she's not even sick.
Yeah, I didn't even pay attention to how her voice sounded until you
Yeah,
had said something about it.
yeah, it crackles a little bit because
Yeah.
But
kids they'll have the same thing that we do, and they'll be bouncing around playing, and we're thinking we're dying.
yeah, well, like a couple years ago when COVID,
Hmm.
her mom had COVID. She had it. We didn't even know it.
Wow.
Some things just
We
affect
took
kids differently.
They took her to the doctors because one of her she kept pulling on her one ear. So they took her and had it checked, and she had a slight ear infection, and she had COVID. They tested her for COVID.
Wow.
She was running around like some crazy child. Didn't even know it because she didn't cough or have the symptoms.
Yeah.
She just pulled on her one ear, so they took her and had it checked, and she had a slight ear infection.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. I'll try to go to sleep. No, I'm gonna watch Luigi sing first, and then I'm gonna go to sleep.
All
That's what.
right. Well, I'm going down so you
All
can say
right.
bye.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
thank you
me
for
too.
coming up.
Thank you for having me. Bye, guys.
Oh, for sure. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
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 Yeah, I'm gonna jump down too.
Okay. Well, hopefully the baby starts feeling better soon.
She's already out.
Is she? She was
Yep,
tired.
she's down asleep, holding on to my shirt.
Well, good. Maybe, hopefully, the sleep will help her as well. Oh,
Yeah.
sweet Melissa's 9-year-old grandson has pneumonia. Oh,
See, that's what I was afraid of her getting because of the way this weather is.
right.
Hot, then cold, then hot, then cold.
Yeah, that I had. Oh my God. The body aches is what was the worst part of it. Like, I can handle because every year I always end up losing my voice at some point.
Right.
But the body aches, it was horrible. And sweet Melissa, I hope your grandbaby gets to feeling better.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, I'm gonna jump down.
Okay, well, thank you for coming up.
Yep.
Hope you have a wonderful night.
You too.
All right, and I will talk to you probably sometime tomorrow.
Okay.
All right,
Good night.
good night. Tonka, have a good night and Merry Christmas to you as well. All right, y'all, well, I'm going to get out of here. Uh, Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Well, it's actually Christmas Eve now. So I'm going to go live tomorrow night for a little while to probably do like an open discussion type thing for Christmas Eve. If y'all don't come by, that's fine. Spend time with your family. But I hope, if I don't see you, I hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas. I love you all. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow night.